Happy Easter, everyone. It is April 20th, 2025. Happy Resurrection Day to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. God gave his only begotten Son to us so that we can live eternally after this very, very short life down here. And I know we do the eggs and do the things with the children, but the most important thing is to remember why we do this. Same thing with Christmas. And although life is short down here, we got to make sure it's good and fulfilled. I hope everybody is doing well today. My first time outside, it is 3:30 Pacific time. And I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes before I head out to see some family and hang out. It's a beautiful day out here, man. Beautiful day. The Lord has made a great place, But there's some things that we have to fight or battle against, unfortunately, in today's society. And I guess that's a little bit of what I want to talk to you guys about today. For those of you that don't know or new, my name is Jerry from Jerry Loves Freedom. And I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm just a guy that has been here for a while, and I have a few things that I've seen in my life, a little bit of wisdom. Again, my most important things in my life is God, number one, my family, this country, and Bitcoin, in that order. And I am a freedom fighter. I'm a patriot. I'm a military veteran. And I'm a very, very imperfect person. I make a lot of mistakes, just like we all do, right? But we all have our opinions, and we see the world a certain way. And the way I'm seeing things now, again, it's all about your perception. And that goes back a long ways. It goes back to the filters you have over you, right? It's how you were raised, who raised you, who are your friends and family, your influences, your teachers, what you watched on TV, a lot of mixed things, right? But our country, the United States of America in particular, and other places around the world is just very, very divided right now. And I just want to remind you before I say what I'm getting ready to say, just know as a human being, and you guys already know this, but just as a reminder, that down here on this planet, this tiny little life we have, you're going to go through a lot of ups and downs, right? A lot of ups and downs. And you're going to go through some dark days, man. There's going to be some people that you're going to lose in your life. And most of you already been through that. And just do the best you can to enjoy your life while you're down here. And be a happy person, right? If you get into a car accident and, nobody got hurt, or, I don't know, your lights get cut off, or some kind of whatever catastrophe, and as long as no one got hurt and stuff like that, and your loved ones are still here, just appreciate them, number one, and just be happy. Be a very, very happy, appreciative, loving person, and just refuse to, I don't know, not be mad or sad about stuff, man. When there's no dark things going on, because believe me, the dark days are coming. Save them for that day. You know what I mean? I've lost a lot of people in my life. Obviously, I wish I had them back. And those were very dark times when I went through that. But it is the cycle of life, even though some people that we all know have died before us, that weren't supposed to die before us, or younger than us, or whatever. But just, know that it's God's plan. And you're still here for a reason. And I don't think that reason is to be fretting and upset and mad and stuff like that. So, again, if there's a loved one out there that you haven't said hi to in a while, and this is a person, and listen to me when I say this, and this is a person that you would go to their funeral, and you haven't talked to them, I'm telling you, the worst place to talk to them is over their casket. Okay, and I'm not trying to make this a dark video. I'm really not. I'm just reminding you. I went to a funeral a few months back, and the pastor said that, the biggest thing he hears constantly is that very statement, that I wish I would have spent more time or talked to them or whatever. And also surround yourself with your loved ones. Material things here on the planet, you can't take those with you. Money doesn't matter in the big picture. The reason why we Bitcoin and we do the things that we do is because we want to leave something back for the people that we love. And if you don't have any children, try to get some children. But if not, there's some children in your life, whether it's your little cousins, your nieces, nephews, whatever, friends that have kids. If you love them, just make sure you're providing for them as much as you can. But one thing you're not going to care about on your deathbed, and I'm telling you this, and I've seen this, is you're not going to care about how much. If you worked, I wish I worked more, or I wish I had my car here, or my Bitcoin, or whatever. You're just going to want the people that you love around you. And for those that you want around you, just make sure you're spending as much time as you can with them now, and tell them how much you love them right now. But look at this. My neighbor is something else. He is risen. He is risen. And that's what it's all about. You know, we get confused with the bunny and stuff like that, even with Santa Claus on Christmas. But just remember while we're here. But in any case, speaking of loving your neighbors, I'm not really liking what's going on politically here in the United States of America. Obviously, we've been divided for quite a while, and who's dividing us? You know, I'll leave that to your own imagination. But we painted one man in particular as a very, very bad man, and that's Donald Trump. When I mean we as a society. But people that have woken up know that Donald Trump obviously is an imperfect person. And this video is not about Donald Trump, so follow me here. But I think he's trying to do the best he can with what he can do, right? What he's working with. And he's going against a big machine, man. And when you look at today's parties in America, the political party, the Democrat and the Republican Party, and again, as Bitcoiners, most of you guys are, and some of you aren't, but one thing for sure, I know you guys are freedom fighters. My name is Jerry Loves Freedom. All you guys' name is blank Loves Freedom. Every last one of y'all. And today's society and today's political environment, again, because I told you, we have 4 parties in this country. We got 2 parties within each one, Democrat, Republican. You got the establishment wing of the Republican Party that was a little bit more far right. And then you have the MAGA wing, which is about 70% of the party now. Then you got the Democrat Party that are now far left, and they moved over to the left more. And then you have the complete and utter idiots on the far left wing that are just lunatics over there. Sorry, I don't want to call them idiots. A lot of them are just brainwashed and stuff like that. And they're just, got a couple kids outside, so I got to be quiet. They might fall in that category. They're walking by me now. And they're very, very far left. And a lot of them are just brainwashed, especially with these colleges, man. Especially with these colleges. But now that the Democrat Party is being taken over by this left, far left craziness over there with the likes of AOC and Jasmine Crockett's and whatever that little young dude's name is, the vice chair of the DNC. He looks like a discount Charlie Kirk, a little small version of Charlie Kirk. He's far left too. You even got the establishment Democrat Party even moving even farther to the left with them. And now they're not standing for anything, right? Their percentages or their approval ratings are so low right now. And that's not good for America, man. I don't like the 2-party system, but it is what it is. This is the environment we live in, so I can't do nothing about it. But if we're going to have a 2-party system, let's make them sane, man. Let's make them closer together. We have never had 2 parties since probably the Civil War, to be honest, this far apart, really. And you know who was the enemy back then in the Civil War, who I liken to Donald Trump? Again, very different person, but it's Abraham Lincoln. If Abraham Lincoln was living today with this media, because no one before Trump was talked about in the quote-unquote media, the media they had back in the 1800s, like Abraham Lincoln. Ending slavery was not a popular thing from people in the North and other places too. Some people in the South too. And he went through it, and it was very divided back then. Again, we're not having a civil war per se today, but I mean, have you been to a Tesla dealership lately? Have you seen Black Lives Matter? Have you seen Antifa or quote unquote January 6th? Which, whatever. The Roe v. Wade riots. I'm just saying, man. The Palestinian riots. Just saying, there's a lot of nonsense going on and division, and I believe it's done on purpose. And like I said earlier in the video, we got to figure out a way to get back together, man. Is the toothpaste out of the bottle? I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. I feel like that sometimes. But then when I talk like that the toothpaste is out of the bottle, that means I'm giving up and there's nothing I can do. And I don't give up too easy. So I do have faith in humanity, because some people are moving more closer to common sense. The Republican Party in the United States has had different versions of it over the decades and a couple hundred years that we've been here, and where we're at now, because the Tea Party was a party you didn't play with, but you got the Freedom Caucus in the House of Representatives. But now we have the MAGA movement. And what is MAGA really? What is MAGA, right? We know it stands for Make America Great Again, but what does it really stand for? What are their ideologies? Well, it's simple. If you look at them, they look a lot like the 90s Democrats. Honestly, if you look at Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, Bill Clinton and them sane Democrats, they were for this stuff. They were for lower inflation, balancing the budget, no wars, again, no overspending, illegal immigrants, they didn't want them here, right? But now MAGA, because the left has went so far left, and again, even the establishment left has gone really, really far left. Again, when you're a part, not as far as the crazies, but they're far. But when you have a party picking a fight to say we're going to stick up for this guy, everybody knows the story about the quote unquote the illegal immigrant, which the Democrats say he's not. Republicans say he is. The Republicans say he's allegedly an MS-13 gang member, alleged wife beater, alleged trafficker. I don't know about all that. I don't know the man. But again, it's political games, and the left is dying on this hill, man. They're dying for sticking up for this man that they say that he didn't get due process. He shouldn't have been out of the country, or he shouldn't have been let out of the country. Whether that's true or not, I don't think it's true. I think he should be gone. Again, he's in El Salvador, which is his home native country. I don't believe someone who's not a legal immigrant, meaning who didn't do the process right. And yeah, after a while when he got here, he was doing some things right. According to the left, he definitely didn't come in the right way. And I don't feel like, me personally, again, my opinion, should get the same due process as a legal American. I just don't feel that way. Do I know the laws? No, I don't know. But I hear them talking about that all the time on the news, and I'm hearing the arguments about it. I just think that's the wrong hill to die on for the Democrat Party, because this is piggybacking off of what happened these last 4 years when we had an open border, done on purpose, in my opinion, by the last administration, and the borders are Kamala Harris letting a record number of illegal immigrants in. This is why MAGA is called far right now, because they're far right or extreme, because they're doing extreme things to close the border, which is 99 point whatever closed according to Trump. I don't know if that's true. You know how he is with numbers. But also he's doing a mass migration. And they call him extreme for that. Well, the reason he's extreme, in my opinion, is extreme measures or extreme situations cause for extreme measures. I mean, if you went home right now and there's 50 people in your house that broke in and you were calling the cops and the cops didn't show up or whatever, let's just say hypothetically, and you went in there and did something extreme that I won't say, you forcibly got them out of your house, and if nobody knew any better and they looked and saw that, you getting them out, they say you're extreme. But what they didn't know is that they extremely came in here without my permission. So again, it's all about perception. And the Democrat Party today, unfortunately, and I wish this was different and I want to change it, that's why I talk to my family about this stuff, they don't stand for anything. And the things they stand for, they're just picking out of the 80-20 situations, meaning 80% of the country says, no, we don't want that, and 20% say, yeah, they're going with the 20%. So those are the things that they're standing for, the most unpopular situations. And the reason they're standing for it is because they don't stand for anything except going against Trump, except going the complete different options than Trump. Somebody's playing music. I hope this won't mess me up. Watching their car out there. They're the anti-Trump party. You know what they say about not standing for anything? If you don't stand for anything, you're stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And that's what they're doing. They're literally falling for Donald Trump's traps, Elon Musk's traps, Nayib Bukele's traps, you know, putting the guy in, you know, the quote-unquote legal immigrant over there. When the senator, again, who nobody knew who he was, the senator who's dying on this hill, his biggest thing he's doing is going out there and standing up for an illegal immigrant, where Trump is meeting with, in the same state that he's a senator in, meeting with a woman that got killed, that her daughter got killed by a legal immigrant, different people, different person. And then, you know, the meme, they show him sitting down in the restaurant with the illegal immigrant, or outside the porch or whatever, outside the hotel with the quote unquote margarita. Look that picture up. And then the other picture is Donald Trump meeting with the woman that lost her daughter, and the caption is, "We are not the same." He fell right, the senator fell right in Nayib Bukele's trap, because Nayib Bukele said, yeah, you can see him. At first he gave him a hard time about it. He said, okay, here, you can see him, but here's the conditions. According to the senator, Nayib Bukele said, you can see him, but make sure you're next to the pool. And he said, no, I don't want to do that. So they sat him in nice, and they looked like they're out on a date. You know, and again, when you're not caring about the American people more than people that are not citizens of this country, again, I'm for all humanity, right? I love people, man. I love the closest people to me, but I don't hate illegal immigrants. We're all God's children. The problem is you have to do it the right way, right? And it's common sense. And this is what I say about the MAGA party. I believe the MAGA party is a party of common sense. And I don't even consider them Republican. I consider them like me, right? I consider myself an American patriot who is a nationalist, who loves his country, and I'm a populist, meaning I'm for the people, right? I want smaller government, and I love my country. I hate to say this, for those of you that don't know, MAGA is like that. MAGA is a nationalist party, populist party, and I believe they do go by what the Constitution says, despite what the media will say. Sorry about the wind, guys. About what the media will say about it, and spin it and stuff like that. And as far as the black community is going, I heard somebody on MSDNC the other day saying that, and this is the scare tactic they always do, the reason why we must stop Trump from deporting this illegal immigrant, or whatever you want to call him, is because if we don't, not only is he going to pick up other people in the country without due process, but the first people that he's going to go get is black people. Again, if you're black, listen to this. When are you going to get sick and tired of them trying to use us, man? I mean, I've been done with the Democrat Party a long time ago, but I think it's just evil that the people that don't understand or know better fall for this, because they don't know any better. Again, I said this the other day in the live. When you have people working for in a broken system with broken money, and they're working double and triple and quadruple harder than their grandparents were just to get the same things, they don't have time to sit there and watch the news. They don't, right? So they go on TV with these nice studios and these nice looking people with nice suits on, and everything's looking legit, and they come up there and spit nothing but lies, narratives and propaganda and scripts, and people fall for it. I've had people literally tell me, Jerry, why are you saying this? CNN told me this. Why would CNN lie to me? And that is a good question. That is a good question. So I don't want to rant too long about this, but long story short is we need to figure out how we're going to stay together, get together and stay together, meet somewhere in the middle. And right now, middle ground here in the United States of America is a very thin ground, but try your best you can, especially on this Easter Sunday, to find middle ground and focus on the things that you have in common, which is God and your family and this country and the love you have for each other. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, My name is Jerry from Jerry Loves Freedom. I have a I have a Bitcoiners for Freedom group I do on Signal. I'll leave the link in the description box. You can join it and join some very, very smart freedom fighters, people that love God and their family and the country and Bitcoin, and we can all get together. And sometimes, unfortunately, your blood family sometimes doesn't work out. But if you join our group, you'll have a family here. I promise you that. And if you join me here every day, especially during my lives, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and then Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern, we give out a lot of free money, free Satoshis. Give out a lot of knowledge in the comment section and a lot of love. So please join me for that. I really, really appreciate it. But what I mentioned earlier about this system being broken, I believe God does everything for a reason. And, you know, we used to say, and I say this too, that gold is God's money. And I believe that. I do believe that. But I've been really thinking hard about this. I used to call it the people's money, and it is the people's money. But God creates everything. And this mysterious human being or people that have made this incredible money, this may be the new version of God's money. And this money right here will fix a lot of problems down here on earth. Short term, your life, and then pass it on to your lineage and your loved ones. When you are gone, living in eternal life. But while you're down here, you need to make sure everybody comes together and are on the same page. And to make sure people live on a standard that is fair and balanced. And that it'll pay off this evil debt that someone evil may have made, that's the opposite of the man that we talked about earlier. And to stop this evil inflation. And there's only one way to do that, guys. And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy Easter, guys. I love you. Peace and love, guys.